Hello and welcome to Shay Zasaa and a Zaza Zooms In. And I'm back again today with one of my faves, Wole. You know him. Hello, darling.
Hello there. Are you doing good?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for coming back yet again.
Yes. I'm enjoying this. I can't tell you lie. I can't lie.
What do you enjoy about it?
Well, it's a good air.
What does that mean?
A good air.
It's like therapy for you.
In a large sense. In a very large sense. It's a therapy and it's a good reason to break my norm. My norm is not good. It's not
Yeah,
good.
we spoke about your
It's terrible,
your
man.
unbalanced life
Absolutely
before.
terrible.
So yes. So how often are you going to be doing this then?
Look, you're going to start chasing me out of this studio in minutes.
This is like one who, I have some people that's, well,
You're
actually,
teasing me.
I tell the truth, I'm completely grateful for them because they come, they open, they're honest, you know what I mean? And it's hard to get people who are willing to be on camera and be so, so I'm happy for, I'm grateful for them. But every show one who comes on, I tell her, you're not coming back again. Every show. In fact, I'm hoping that we'll do one together. You haven't done one with her yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
I'm hoping that we'll be able to do one together. She's resident Zasaa. There are a few of them, but Bono is like my number one.
Oh, wow.
So do you want to be my number two?
At this rate, number two.
Oh, you wanted to be my number one?
Well, let me not fight and just for position just yet. Let's start with, you're going to chase me.
No, but you can be my number one because you're my number one male.
Okay,
and she's my number one female.
Okay.
We can work with that.
I'll take that.
Yeah, we can work with
I'll
that.
accept that.
Don't let my husband hear. Although that one, but, more and more, he's trying to get out of this. Now that I have more people.
When was the last time he was?
No, he was here. Gosh, maybe we did one maybe 8 weeks ago, something like that.
Really?
Relatively recently.
That's not.
I mean, considering we're doing once a week before. He has, literally, he's like, you do with. I'm like, but it's a different because with him it's like relationships, so it's completely different. But it doesn't have to be relationships. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about relationships. Yeah, relationships.
Yes.
But high maintenance relationships and low maintenance relationships.
Yes.
And I'm going to let you kick off this one.
That's fine. Because look, as I said, I keep using my children, and they are going to be hearing it. They accuse me of being a low maintenance relationship person. I said, what is that?
Okay, what do they say that is?
So that low maintenance means that nothing much is expected.
Ooh, it's a bit hurtful.
In a sense, that's what they're saying. Nothing much expected. And because nothing much is expected, nothing
much is
given. And she said, look, that she's high maintenance. And in my mind, high maintenance means, look, well, back in the day anyway, is that at whatever the case be, at any given point in time, I have to be loaded to.
Oh, you're thinking of from a financial point of view.
Yes.
No, but there's an emotional high maintenance.
That's what she was talking about. I only have high maintenance as the financial side of things. I mean, in all fairness, the emotional side of things actually is greater.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a fine balance between what I would call the emotional side and it being wise. Because I think that you don't have to be high maintenance emotionally per se to have a good friendship. What she says is that, listen, Dad, I'm high maintenance.
Well, you see, okay, let's even use us.
Oh gosh. Okay, so go, let's go. Let's because I was thinking about that, and I thought, what kind of relationship can I have?
Well, I actually think.
Yes.
For myself, that I'm quite low maintenance.
Okay.
In the sense that I don't need you to be calling me every day.
Okay.
I don't need to be in touch with you all the time.
Fantastic.
So long as we're touching base, I know you're okay. I have a general feel of things. And if there's a need, then I'm there. I know and I'm there.
Good.
But on a general level, I feel like I don't need that thing. So I think I'm very low maintenance. I don't think it takes much to maintain a friendship with me.
And that's exactly it here.
Yeah, but I don't think that means what did you say? She said that there's no effort, or what did she say?
Yeah, in the sense that no effort has to be put into the relationship for it to run. So she's saying that look, I don't says I don't do low maintenance relationships because I make the effort to call you. If you don't get in touch with me to find out what's going on at least once a week.
Okay, but she didn't give you a time frame.
Aha,
But you know what? I think this also. I always come back to this on this thing where I feel like a lot of these things come back to self and ego.
Wow. Well, I mean,
Do you understand what I mean?
That's where the core is really.
I think so, because for me, I don't feel like you have to call me every. You know what I mean? Now, what would irk me? And in fact, I was thinking about that just now when we're here because someone did it. What would irk me? But I have a lot of people. No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. I have a lot of people that do it. To be fair, but I don't mind because the investment has been made. Okay. So what I find is I have particular people, and I can name them for you, and you know them all, that only find me when they want something.
That's the thing now.
Now that for me is a bit cheeky. Now I'm not saying that don't, of course find me when you want something, but if that's the only reason that you're finding me and repeatedly, it's okay if it's a one-off or, every 3 years. But if repeatedly every time you look for me is because you want something, then I have a problem with that. Because that you are now taking advantage of the fact that my relationship is low maintenance. Okay. Why are you laughing? Do you do that?
Look, this is me. I'm not going to pretend to you and say I'll call you every day. I would,
no, but what I'm saying,
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that. But if I call you and I need something, I won't dance around and say, hi, how you doing?
But the point I'm making,
it's nice where you are.
But the point I'm making is that you have done the investment previously, so you can do that. So you can do that because you've done the investment.
Yeah, but
there's no but.
Okay,
so what I'm saying is that for people like you,
yeah,
that's why I said I have a lot of people that do it, but it doesn't bother me because they've already the friendship is solid. So when you call for something, I know you need that something. I don't need all the job. You need the thing. I'm going to give it to you. It's the people that have not put the investment. I've put the investment. They haven't put the investment. And then every time they want something, I'm the first person they do for. And they don't even hide it. They will say, Funto used to do this all the time. Me and Funto used to fight all the time. He will call. I said, do you think I'm an address book? Do you think, it was constant. And he got to a point where he called me, no, you say I love you. Say I love you, but can I have, you know what I mean? Because he now realized, after a point, he realized it was too much. That was the only time he called me.
But, yeah, you are a resource. No, let me qualify that. You're a resourceful resource. So unfortunately, that's the hats you're going to have to wear.
I don't mind that.
You. Now let me go a little further. Akinka came in. My brother came in.
Yeah, I'm not speaking to him. Just so he knows. I know he came in.
He dropped in for a day.
I don't care. He didn't look for me.
Oh.
He didn't even look for me. He didn't even tell me he was in town.
No, the funny thing was this. Okay.
For me.
So okay. It just happened to be on Wally's birthday, and we just happened to. I just said it's Wally's birthday. We called and he dropped. That's the reason why we got to know. Apart from that, there was no one else I knew. So we were talking, and he was saying that listen, he found he doesn't have any friends. I said, what do you have friends? You have friends. And he said no, they're all acquaintances. The last time this friend that you're calling a good friend. The last time I spoke to him, text him, was the last time I was going to Nigeria. That's last year. Okay. So, and honestly, I could tell that a seemingly like that is in that sense. But hear this. So I now said to him that I too don't really have. Okay, if you. Then I said. He said that you don't really have that many friends. You don't have that many friends at all. So he's trying to say, I have full of friends. And I don't know. I said, and Tinuke said, no, Tinuke is everybody's friend. Tinuke does not have as a friend. I said, ha! So you see.
Akinka, I'm coming for you tonight.
So and that's because your ability to make a person feel in a certain way, regardless of whether you're there every day or once in a blue moon, It's fantastic. It's
But
very
does
rare.
that mean that the friendship is not genuine? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of people accuse me. They say you have a lot of friends. They make it seem like
no, you don't have
it's
a lot
not
of friends.
a genuine relationship, which is
you don't-
where I struggle. Like, I'm coming for you.
You don't have a lot of friends. You have a truckload of friends. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's going to be hard for you to say, if I say to you, who's your best friend? You can't do
Who
it.
does
You
best
know how
friends?
to-
Nobody has done best friends since
there
you were
you go.
10.
There you go.
I stopped at
Okay.
10.
Who are your
Yeah,
three?
I have my.
Who are your three?
Yeah, I have my core.
Yeah, your call.
Yes.
Can you possibly name them without feeling?
No, I can name them, but I
Exactly.
It's because of,
That's what I'm saying.
but you know what?
Okay, can you name 10 and not feel
feel what?
not feel like you shouldn't just be putting names out? Can you name 25? You know what I'm saying?
No, I can't.
Okay,
I can. I can definitely do 10, and I can do 5. You know, I can do. But I think for me, it's, you said, and it's interesting because that's exactly, you know, people say because I have a lot of friends, they wonder how genuine my friendships are.
Exactly.
I guess you have to ask my friends.
No, actually, the truth is that it's the person. The person's that makes it genuine. I mean, I think I'm quite a good judge of character. So it's quite easy for me to tell when a person is quite genuine. There's a certain level of honesty and transparency that cannot be hidden. It can't be hidden. Can't be hidden.
Yeah, but
It can't be hidden. And then, you know, when they say, look, if the trouble, if everyone else is saying that they have a trouble with Ben must be the trouble. Does that make sense?
Fair enough.
Yeah. So it's quite clear. There are too many people that say the same thing.
yeah, but
about you.
they probably don't feel. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I have to check that they're actually my genuine friends, because I have the way Akika said, you have so many friends. Like as if Tinuke cannot be your friend because she's everybody's friend.
No, really good friend.
Akika, I'm coming for you. Have I said this? Have I said this? Because I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Yeah.
No, but I totally get what he's saying. It's like, look, true.
What you all don't understand is that God gave me the capacity.
Thank you.
You see, Wonu always says that about from the first. In fact, Wonu is the first
Yes.
person I heard that word from. She
The
said,
capacity.
"Oh, but Zaz, you have capacity." I said, "What is that?" She said, "You have capacity."
In fact, one of my news was capacitate.
What is that?
Well, one of the prayers I pray is that God will capacitate you to handle more. He would increase.
Is
your
that a
capacity.
real word, or did you make it up?
Forget it. Are you joking? What do you mean by real word? Who makes the words?
Okay, is that word in the dictionary? It's like my friend said to me
I'm not
severally.
checked. Several.
I said it can't be real, but it was a
It
real
was a
word.
word.
I was
Sorry,
like, oh my God, who say severally? Jeez. But anyway, no, so I think so. It's a. So I think I'm low maintenance in that sense that you don't have to be.
Dance around you.
Yeah, you don't have to. You know, and my own is that as checking on me, you know, but I don't, you know, so I don't have a problem with that. That's how I define low maintenance. Now, high maintenance, I have a particular friend, actually 2 friends. Anyway, that's actually many of them, but these 2 in particular are over the top. And so I had to tell them, because one of them by, you know, maybe 3 weeks into the relationship or something, and she said to me, I don't call her every day.
Every day, you know, every day. And I can't see how I did that. I mean,
So I said to her, let's understand right now. If you want me to call you every day, let's end this relationship now.
quickly.
Because it's not even going to happen. I don't have the capacity for that. I can't do it. First of all, why am I calling you every day?
You have capacity now.
And but not for that. I mean, to call one person. It's so funny. I was at a family event recently, my side of the family. So it's a small event.
Right.
And we were having this conversation, and somebody was saying that, she finds that I was saying they created WhatsApp for me.
Okay.
Like they didn't know, but they created it for me.
Just
The ability to put pictures without changing my DP, the ability to leave voice notes, the ability to be in touch without seeing you. I love what they made WhatsApp for me. So I was like, so one of the girls was saying, but she said, I like to hear your voice. I said, leave a voice note now. She said, no, sometimes she just likes to pick up the phone. I said, I don't have time. She was like, but why can't you multitask when? I said, because the problem is once I'm on the phone. So I can be multitasking, but I still have to have the phone with me. I still have to be, you know what I mean? Whereas when I leave a voice note, I go and do what I'm doing, come back when I'm, check, you know what I mean? So she was like, that's very, I was like, no, please, because if you know how many friends I have, I cannot be doing on the phone too. And then funny enough, who called me the other day? Somebody called me the other day. An hour later, we get off the phone. And I'm thinking that's 1 hour that we really could have covered in 3 voice notes. Now, I appreciate that sometimes, you need, a conversation needs to happen. And, Wale and I always fight about this thing.
I don't have that kind of time.
You see, Wale calls on birthdays. I don't call, since WhatsApp came into existence, I don't call on birthdays. Unless it's a significant birthday.
Milestone birthdays. I think there are 1 or 2 people that I might.
Well, if you don't call me, then you best not be calling anybody else on their birthday. That's all I'm saying. So, is that high maintenance?
That's it, right there.
Oh gosh.
So it's interesting, and I always feel like I really don't expect much. That's the truth from my friends. I don't, and because I know that I don't put the kind of effort that high maintenance relationships to require. So I don't do that. So if they're expecting that from me, then chances are they're not gonna get on. Yeah. That's what it is. Now, is it bad to be high maintenance? No, I don't think.
I don't think it is, but I think you have your tribe.
Exactly.
You have everybody that can handle that.
That's that.
And I think you can have some high maintenance
friendships.
People in your friendship. Like I have 1 or 2, but I quickly shut it. So I will indulge to a point and then shut it down. I know, okay, you know what, it's enough. You know what I mean? So it depends. But I think I don't know. I because I feel like that thing, going back to this girl of I should call her every day or we should be good, that for me, that there's a problem with you. Why do you need me, a random somebody, to be calling you every day? And I'm sure I'm not the only one. You want all your other friends to be calling you every day, or your besties to be calling you every day. So then that's something you need to deal with. Because why should you want somebody to call you every day? Now, maybe things are slightly different in a romantic relationship, Again, me and my husband we're very low maintenance. I have another couple friend. I don't know if you do this actually, but anyway, I have another couple friend where, she and her husband speak like when they go to work, they will speak like 4 or 5 times before they come back home. I'm like, but what is wrong with you guys? So,
well, I suppose it depends what projects you're working on together. That's what it is.
What you're working on?
What projects we're working on together.
Fair enough. So if something is up, so there's different situations, but this is their norm. This is their norm. And needless to say, they're divorced. But you know what I mean? And I'm not saying this because of that, but sometimes I feel that you need to have space because you're an individual anyway. So, of course, you need to maintain your relationship and you do what you need to do. But I think, again, one still has to be a bit careful. But, that's me. If my husband was... In fact, anyway, but I guess you know who you marry as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know what their needs are and what their maybe insecurities are or whatever. So I guess. Yeah. But I always found that so weird where she'd just be like, she's like, but we're friends. I'm like, yeah, but Wale and I are friends. But you're like, I don't need to speak to him 6 times a day. No.
Something I say to... He said, you didn't call me. I said, so why didn't you call me? And you know what? I keep saying I'm not a sympath. I don't really do sympathy unless it's absolutely necessary. I'm an empath. I know that. But I don't do sympathy. I think sympathy is one of those wasted... I know that. Sympathy is one of those wasted emotions in all times. It is. It's not very healthy. But if someone tells me that, you didn't even call me, I would say, next time I'm supposed to, because I don't like being guilt tripped to call. Mm-hmm. Don't say, just tell me you miss me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say when people say.
That'll make me more akin to want to call you. Say, okay, he wants to, let me make sure I just pop in. But it doesn't mean me that way. I don't love the person any less, but I just know, okay, right, that person is high maintenance. And I don't really...
Yeah, and I think, you see, this is another thing which I've said on here before, is I think you have to know your people.
Yes.
So you know how you can't start being annoyed with someone for being just who they are. You know what I mean? So when you know that person, like when I stopped that, my friend, we came to an agreement,
a better place.
What do they call it? A compromise, where I had to accept that she wants calls every day, and she had to accept that I don't, and then we decided that maybe once a week can work or whatever. You know what I mean? We had to come up with something that worked, and eventually we found our level. But I can't just say, okay, I'm not going to be your friend.
My wife once a day, ish. Well,
no, but
almost.
And
it's not. This is not for any project. Just to check in.
I know, and that's healthy. I don't think that's unhealthy. Where I have a problem is these people that I'm talking about would talk for, half an hour, 5 times a day. So it's not a check-in. I mean, maybe you could argue one is a check-in, but repeatedly through the day, And I kind of do that with my husband, but it will be a message, not a conversation. Like I might send him a message about something, or you know what I mean. Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily. And then sometimes I'm like, is it that you don't work? Maybe people don't work because I don't even understand how you have the time to be having conversations throughout the day.
Yeah,
So it's
True. I don't. I mean, right? She knows that that I'm not a big person to call. So I'm hoping that she's appreciating that I do take that time out.
I'll check in with her.
Oh, really? Okay. But
see if she has even noticed. Because she might be making all this effort and she hasn't even noticed. She will have noticed, especially since it's not something that you do. I mean, you never call me, so not that I'm your wife. I'm not his wife. I'm not comparing myself to his wife. I'll just quickly say that before they come for me. Before they come for me.
But I don't think it's bad. I think you're right. They have to know what it is that they have on the ground. Is it a high maintenance relationship? Is it this was going to work, or is it not going to work? Like I don't have there's no right or wrong answer. I think it's right or wrong answer. I think that it's just to know what it is that you're dealing with.
And what you're dealing with and what you can handle. Because I think sometimes, if especially from a marriage relationship, if you go and marry someone that it can, it's different if it's a friendship, because you're kind of, but if it's someone that you haven't acknowledged and you can't handle it, it will become a problem. It will become quite fast.
Exactly. I was going to say very, very, very quickly. It will be very obvious very, very quickly. So, in fact, it's going to look like one is going to be stalking the other. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Or a quick.
And then it now comes down to this whole thing of do you not trust me? Do you it comes a whole heap of other things comes with that.
It's true. It's true.
I don't think it's worth it. I don't.
So here's where the twist is. I've heard it said that if they don't come, if they don't get upset that you don't check in, then they don't really care. So friends, and this is not just, all relationships. So if you think about it, it does make some sort of sense.
Yeah, it does.
But again, as this is when this now comes to self. So how comfortable are you with you?
Yeah, because you see, so for example, you don't check in on me. That's not entirely true, but I'm going with that narrative. So but
look, I can beat my chest and say there's one person apart from my wife I check in on, it is actually you. One.
So few are far between.
Okay, so ask others, you find that it doesn't happen at all.
But to be fair, I don't have an issue with that.
I know.
Do you understand what I mean? So
I check in because I want to.
But you see, I was saying when I had Pastor Shola Iruko on here, she was saying one of the things that she wishes she had done differently was her friendships. That she looks at my friendships and she looks at her husband's friendships, and we have friendships from childhood to adulthood, and that they're rich and we're richer for the friendships. And I was saying to her that she's right, but I don't know that I can, because she was saying she'll be more intentional, and I'll say I don't know that I can actually say that I was specifically intentional. However, I think, okay, you're pulling a face.
Yeah, it would be face.
So I think
the only person in this world that wrote me letters.
Back in the day when letters were written.
Back in the day when I didn't write letters. I thought I was the most special person.
Oh, stop it.
So let me adjust my seating properly first. So when I found out that one of my good friends was telling me very blasely. Is that a word? That's it. Blasely. In a blasé way. Oh, she didn't get letters. I said, letters? What do you mean? I thought I was the only one.
I wrote to my friend. He was my friend too. Okay, so...
How many letters did you write a day? Back then?
I wrote like 200, I think, a month.
Oh,
I can't remember. I just remember my grandmother saying to me that
Oh wow!
my pocket money couldn't cover the postage. I remember her saying to me,
Oh wow!
"It's okay, you're going to have to slow down because you can't
That's
even."
special to me.
No, but what I'm saying is, but it dwindled. So based on the ones that replied,
Dwindled?
yeah.
What am I thinking of? Are you joking?
No, what I'm saying is then, so
times 10.
after a while it went down, so maybe I was on 50 or something by the, but I started off writing to all my friends. So I think in that
fantastic.
sense, I was intentional, but that was because I had left the country and I was trying to keep in touch with my friends in the other country.
I didn't call him. They didn't write anybody letter. Oh.
Okay, so maybe I was intentional about my relationship, but I didn't know I was being intentional.
Fantastic.
Maybe that's what it is.
You didn't know.
I didn't know I was being intentional. Yes.
Actually, I don't see how that cannot be intentional.
No, I mean, it was intentional in the sense that I was writing letters.
Yeah, no. Writing 200 letters a month.
Yeah, but I was writing to my friends.
Let's break it down. 200 letters a month means
How many
you're
minutes
writing
do we have
sorry,
1 minute.
Sorry.
How many minutes do we have left?
At least 5-10 minutes a day. Wow. That's special.
Yeah, but I was lonely. I was alone in the UK. So I had time on my hands. And I thought that was an important thing to do. I don't even know how, because I'm looking at the time. Is that 27 seconds?
It is, yes, it is. Very important. Very, very important.
What was very important?
The letters, I cherish.
Do you still have them? Because I want them.
That's it.
Should you send me? Should we send me? He said he has letters. I said, please take pictures and send them to me. Okay, so I don't know whether we've even started on this thing or not, but high maintenance, low maintenance relationships. Are yours high or low maintenance? No idea. Let us know what you think. Continue to rock your own gorgeous.
Oh, wow.